Yo, quick live stream. We're gonna talk today about Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. It's a big boxing weekend. I'll probably do some other videos on the other upcoming fights, but this weekend is probably 50-50 fight between two of the best fighters in boxing. Shakur Stevenson, 135-pound WBC champion, and Teofimo Lopez is the lineal 140-pound champion. That's junior welterweight. And they are going to be battling for Teofimo's lineal and WBO junior welterweight championship. Teofimo Lopez, great fighter. Best known for his win over Vasyl Lomachenko at 135, which he was also, I believe, the lineal champion at 135. Now Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting one of the best fighters that he's ever fought. Quick prediction, Teofimo versus Shakur Stevenson. The thing that I see in this fight that is most important to who's going to actually win is I know Teofimo is going to have to come forward, but I think that's how you kind of counterpunch the counterpuncher. So, for example, I think he's going to have to press the action, but when Shakur starts to throw his punches, he's got to time them and counterpunch the other counterpuncher. They're both great counterpunchers. One thing in this fight that stands out to me the most is Teofimo Lopez is good at fighting southpaws. He beat Vasyl Lomachenko. He beat Josh Taylor. Didn't look so good against Sandor Martin, but at the same time, Sandor Martin moves a lot. Shakur Stevenson does not. Another thing, so points, I guess you could say path to victory. Path to victory for Shakur Stevenson is be Shakur Stevenson. Set traps. Let Teofimo overextend himself at times and get impatient and draw Teofimo into making mistakes. And that's one thing that Teofimo does is when his emotions get the best of him, he does start making mistakes. That happened against George Kambosos. You could see that he really had no respect for Kambosos. You saw that in the Devin Haney fight when Devin Haney was fighting Brian Norman. No matter what, just because your opponent doesn't have punching power doesn't mean he can't catch you with something. So got to be conscious of that. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, who wins this fight? I guess my biggest thought here is, who would I lay my money down on? In this instance, I'm going to kind of go, I kind of want to go, if I was actually going to lay money in this fight, I would actually bet the draw. Reason why is it's the best odds that you're going to get as far as making a wager on this fight. So if you had to, I don't know what the draw is. I'm assuming usually in fights like these 50-50 fights, you could get about a 12-1 odds on a draw. You could also bet Lopez, who's the slight underdog, if you wanted to lay a little bit, but I would definitely bet the draw on this one. That's where all the value is. As far as who I believe is going to win this fight, I've kind of gone back and forth. I think the X factor here is Lopez. You don't know which Lopez is going to show up, but I believe if Lopez is at his best, which I feel he's going to be at his best, I think him at his best, he's a little bit more flashier than Shakur. Shakur's style is not as aesthetically pleasing to judges, and I think Lopez could just kind of pot shot him quite a bit. His punches look a little bit better when he lands them. Even if he's landing on the gloves, his shots look good. So if I had to flip a coin, I'm going to pick Teofimo Lopez by close decision. I'm no expert when it comes to making predictions, but that's my prediction for today. See you guys later.